Hey everybody, and welcome to the Codec Calls. Today I'm going to be talking about the newest Call of Duty update that dropped on April 30th. Now, yes, today is May the 3rd, but they are going to be adding Prop Hunt today. Now, that update normally takes place around 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but if you're not familiar with Prop Hunt, basically how it works is it is a 12-player multiplayer game or game mode. It's 6v6. There's 6 people that are trying to find the other 6 people. Now, the 6 people that are trying to hide basically are given a variety of different props or different items that are in the game, and they are supposed to hide in these multiplayer maps. Now, it kind of tests how well you truly know these maps. But the kicker is every few moments, your prop that you were disguised as will whistle. So if there is an enemy near, depending on how close they are, depends on how loud the whistle is. And this goes for 2 rounds. You have the finders and the hiders, and then you have opposite roles. So that is going to be added today, May 3rd. And as of this video being dropped, it will probably be live. I think this video will be dropping around 2 or 3. So you might already be playing Prop Hunt. And if so, that's great because it's an amazing game mode. If you missed out on Infected, which is the previous multiplayer mode that was in there, it's a lot of fun as well. Basically, you all start off as soldiers or survivors, as it's called in these game modes. And one person is turned into a zombie or an infected. Now, this zombie or infected, if you will, is equipped with a knife. They do have their healing syringe, and then they also have a throwing tomahawk. So the point is for the one infected to turn somebody else, and then for those two, basically, you got to turn the whole team into zombies, and that's how you win. Or if you're the survivors, you have to try not to all get turned into zombies. And then if that's the case, then the survivors win. So these are 2 very different multiplayer modes that have recently been added to Call of Duty with the most recent updates. And with Prop Hunt being added today, I'm really excited to play it again. So those aren't the only things that were kind of tweaked with Call of Duty recently. On April the 30th, they also added 3 new multiplayer maps with the Black Ops Pass. So basically, there's a lot new stuff. One of the maps is called Masquerade, and the way the Activision blog describes it is: weave through the bright and chaotic alleyways of a claustrophobic city market as you're caught in the middle of an embassy under siege. Using a happy aquatic festival as cover, elite assassins have hijacked the parade floats, using them as battering rams in an attempt to breach an adjacent U.S. embassy. So, to me personally, it kind of reminds me of the water park map that was in Black Ops 3. I think it looks very similar to that color-wise and art style-wise. So that's what you can kind of expect. The other map they added with the Black Ops Pass is called Artifact. And same thing via the Activision blog. It says, this large and full-terrain platform map features rock outcrops, deadly thermal geysers, slippery slopes, and ice caverns to explore. In the remote landscape of Iceland, hired treasure hunters tracked down and unearthed an ancient zombie artifact. Unfortunately for them, they aren't the only ones who want it. So, to me, this map is very, very bright. It does have some, as it said, rocky and dirt areas. It reminds me a lot of one of the maps from the first Star Wars Battlefront that EA did here recently on the PlayStation 4. It reminds me of a map from it. It's very pretty, for sure. It is a very nice looking map. It is a lot of fun to play. There are caverns and like caves and stuff like that. It really nice looking map, fun to play. And then this is WMD is the last one. So, and this is a returning map from the original Black Ops. And this map features a mix of interior and exterior engagements with a variety of catwalks, pipewalk, ladders, resulting in combat from every angle and range. On WMD, you are deep within the snowy Russia border, where a covert laboratory has spun up production of weaponized Nova 6 chemicals. So that is the other multiplayer map. Now, I didn't get really big into Call of Duty until Black Ops 2 personally, so I'm not familiar with this map, but I have played it since the release on the 30th of April, and it is a lot of fun. It reminds me of a World War II map almost, and I really enjoy it. Like they said, kind of high, low, hiding everywhere. Lots of snipers in that map for sure, so definitely just be aware of that when you play it. Then the last thing you get with the Black Ops Pass is you get Uncle Frank for Blackout. Now, I've played a few matches as Uncle Frank, and it's a lot of fun. I do personally still prefer the Silverback Space Gorilla that I got last time the Battle Pass updated, and I like him a lot personally, but that's just me. I have really good luck playing as the Silverback Gorilla, so... But yeah, with all that being said, there's definitely a lot of new content coming to Call of Duty. And then, of course, the name of this update that just dropped was Spectre Rising, which, if you played Black Ops 3, Spectre was in it. Now, where Black Ops 4 is a prequel, this is technically the first appearance of him, even though he is a character from a previous entry in the game. In the timeline, this is Spectre first starting off. So his equipment in this particular Call of Duty entry is a smoke grenade which he can throw, and only he can see the enemies through it. They actually kind of outline in like a white shimmery outline almost. So there's that. You can see that through the smoke. And then his specialist ability is actually called the Shadow Blade, which he had in Black Ops 3, but it was a little different. This is actually a sword that he uses, and it puts you into third person so you can see a better view of the actual battlefield itself. And then, with that being said, you can use your sword to, of course, melee attack enemies. The other cool thing is if you aim it, it puts you back into first person. You can actually throw the sword at an enemy. So you can use that as a projectile or a ranged attack. When you do that, though, it does end your ultimate, or your specialist ability. That does end when you throw your sword. So make sure you got a sure shot or it's at the end of it. You can also roll, which is really cool. So when you're in third person, if you press circle, you will roll. And that's supposed to help you lessen the gap between you and your enemies. In hardcore, I've not had a lot of really good luck using his ultimate, but I love the smoke grenade. The smoke grenade is so useful. It really is. If I had to say which I preferred better, the EMP from Zero or the smoke grenade from Spectre, it would honestly be a tie, because they're both so fucking useful and versatile. You can use them in just about any situation. So, all the information that I was giving y'all today is located on Call of Duty's website, or Activision's website, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that link up so y'all can see it there. It's from the Activision blog, and they just posted that the other day. So definitely make sure you swing by there and check it out, and I will also have the link in the description below. So head on over to Black Ops 4 if you own it, and play yourself some Prop Hunt. And don't forget that Days of Summer is going to be starting real soon. So we'll definitely have to check out some new content they'll be adding, because this tier that this operation they added only has 50 tiers. So it's a very short operation opposed to the normal 100 tiers in 60 days. So, with that being said, I believe they are going to be splitting it up when this operation ends. Days of Summer will start. So, I think we'll be seeing a lot more content real soon. So, definitely make sure you keep your head in the game and fucking take out some props. I hope y'all have a great one, and thanks for checking out this episode of Codec Calls. I'll see y'all next time.